Shepherds Pro 2, Jacob Yang here. Bro 1, Joshua Yang. And I'm a second degree black belt in Judo and a purple belt in Jiu Jitsu. I'm also a second degree black belt in Judo and a blue belt in Jiu Jitsu. And this video will be about Judo takedowns, foot sweeps, and ways to practice and develop your Judo skills, especially regarding BJJ. And also, we'll teach you Judo takedowns that you could use for Jiu-Jitsu tournaments and competition. So make sure that you watch to the end, and thank you for 1,000 subscribers. So 1, 2, 3. I'm stepping a little bit further. But I'm following because this leg needs to follow through.
Okay.
And when I sweep, I'm kind of sweeping almost like almost like his ankle.
Is that the bottom of your foot or the side of your foot hitting his like shin?
The bottom of my foot.
Oh, the bottom of the foot.
Yeah. So, kind of when we sweep, we like hearing this noise. And that's the sound of my my pinky toe sliding against the mat. Okay. Yeah. That's the sound of my pinky toe. Your pinky toe wants to stay on the mat. But
And like, don't put like your balance forward because you can't sweep a lot if you.
yeah, that's a good point. With the most of the judo throws, it comes from the hips. See, when I go like this, I generate a lot of power. I could slide through all the way with this. A lot of people, when they do foot sweep, they just think about the leg a lot, and then they keep their balance like this. My foot can only go so far and generate a lot less power than if I use my hips. So if you see me when I'm doing the throws, I'm more at the right posture when I come in. I'm not facing down going like this. Also, same thing for this one too. I'm at an upright. I'm using my hips to send my legs through.
Oh.
It's not this. Hips through. And important part about the arms, I'm kind of this, and then once I have him up, once I'm sweeping, I'm bringing this here. I'm bringing like this, kind of bringing him up, but kind of twisting his balance to this arm. This arm comes in so that his balance is more this way. So, and sweep, I mentioned the ankle part, right? The bottom of your foot, your pinky toe should be sliding. And it's very important to get rhythm, because a lot of times foot sweeps is probably one of the most difficult parts, because you really need to, it's about timing. I mean, you can try foot sweeps a lot of times. It's good to break balance. That's what a lot of judo people, they set up their throws. They keep using their feet to break the balance before they go in for a big throw. But if you're trying to throw at once with foot sweep technique, it's important to get your opponent moving, right? I don't want him like sturdy on the ground like this. Then I can't foot sweep him. I need to have him moving in some sort of direction. Then I put foot sweep him. So for this one, let's just practice the 1, 2, 3 movement.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay. 3. Make sure when you do this, your hips, arms, kind of like circling them up. Okay. 3. And then you just, at the end, you just follow your legs right here. More of a competition variation. It's kind of rare in tournaments that my opponent's gonna move with me like this, right? So this, I'm gonna try to get my opponent to the point where he kind of moves his feet like this. And one way I could do that is if I push him diagonally this way, I create an opportunity of him kind of transitioning his feet. Cause do it. Can you do that too? Yeah. I don't want him to get close to me. Right? So here I'm here. So pushing him backwards diagonally this way. Here, creating an opportunity for him to make his feet cross his feet like this, and then I'm sweeping from here. So it looks something like this.
Nice. That's dope.
Same thing with the arms.
Steering wheel, right? Yeah.
Kind of, but this, it's kind of like uplifting. So wait, let me just. When I grab, it's also important the placement. Because here, look, it's like, it's not as effective as if when I grab more deeper.
Deeper.
Right? Also, if I grab like this way, I could also bend his arm with this grip here. So kind of you want to grab, think of grabbing with only these 3 fingers, and these 2 are just like, kind of like clips, you know, to just secure it in place. So, and then when you're going, bend his arm like this, because it's where the elbow folds. That's where you want to grab, where the elbow folds. So here, and so one more time. No. Here, step in, balance on this leg. Oh yeah, right. So yeah, let's give it a try. Starts from the arm drag right here. See, like I'm bringing him forward, and this leg comes forward for me for this one. So here. So I'm kind of from here. I'm gonna drop down, hook my leg right here. Here, blocking the hips, and I'm putting my body weight towards this leg, so that he falls with this. So here, and then stand up like this. What were you guys having issues with?
The grips.
We didn't know where to have the grips or where to hold and where to block the hip type of area.
So, arm drag. So, right here, this one, I'm blocking him from rotating to me to take my back, right? So, and from here, this one, I'm kind of helping my body, kind of making him fall this way and breaking his leg. Right here. So if I do it fast, it will look something like. Go one more time with the placement. Arm drag. Bring this leg forward. Drop down. Drop down. Here. Kind of bringing my weight on his leg. So I'm kind of bringing his balance here. And then breaking the balance with this hook. I call it fish hook. We call it fish hook, but it's when I'm faking that I'm going forward. Well, this is for judo. For judo.
Oh.
This. So.
I thought you were gonna throw him that way.
Yeah, because it's kind of the fake of this technique.
Yeah.
Right. I'm kind of making him think I'm going for here, but then I'm going here.
I know you're good at that kind of
So for jiu-jitsu, when I do this technique, they could also take my back. So when I do this, I would say kind of do this one, where you block the hand. The judo one is, I'm kind of pulling him forward. That way he's going backwards. He does not want to get thrown. So from here, I'm kind of with the folding of my elbow, his armpit
Mm-hmm.
needs to be really tight.
Tight. Super close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he crossed the leg.
Here. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Now this leg goes in, and an important part, breaking the balance, right? I'm kind of thinking I'm driving this to the ground with this.
Still holding on it.
And then once his balance is on this leg, I'm flicking it.
Nice.
Okay. If it's all in one motion, it looks like so create space, pull while creating space. He's gonna go backwards. I'm following, hook. Okay. So let's just spend a little bit of time on this. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, last Osoto gari. So this one is when you kind of hook the leg, but he's kind of powerful. It's like very strong guy. And you remember how I said don't plant your leg? For this one, we're gonna plant our leg. But this is like the only exception for Osoto gari. This is the only time you should be planting your leg. So when we're in this situation, call this a right versus right. And then this is a left versus left situation where the leg's a lot further. But that's why for the left versus left, I would just left versus right, I would do more of this technique than coming all the way forward just to get this leg. I would do that for against the same side opponent where this leg's a lot closer. And so yeah, this one's the same exact thing right here. So when I'm coming in, I want to plant my leg with this leg. I follow. Yeah, sweep from there. So kind of like one follow sweep. So, same thing. You wanna. This is the most important part. I keep addressing this, but making his balance on this leg, because Osoto gari is kind of, if you don't put your balance here, it's kind of easy for him to counter. You need to counter me. So this is really important, putting the balance all the way down. So from here, step in, follow through with this leg, and then sweep. Okay, so I'll show you guys when we do. So back step, balance this leg. Oh, excuse me. So from here, it's another style of hooking now. Because see how I'm hooking from the side now? This time I wanna kind of bend this elbow. Bend this knee.
Okay.
Like that way. So kind of hooking with my knee, making his knee fold the other way. So back step, same concept with the steering wheel. Like I told Andy, you don't want to flare your elbows too much when you do this. It's not this, it's more like kind of putting your right elbow to your left hand, like kind of like this. And then with the knee, fold the knee, and try. With the knee, fold the knee, and try. So here, I told Andy before, but it's important to make a triangle before you go in. Because if you don't, when I rotate, I'm kind of already outside, right? Also, it brings a lot of more power to my throws.
Also, like the opponent is gonna be moving, so like if you go too far, like you can't really go for the technique fully.
It'll
Triangle.
be more like if I don't really do get the triangle and just try to go in, he's kind of just gonna roll out. So here. Now I'm kind of with this arm, I'm kind of bringing it up, giving me space to rotate. Okay, so I don't want to just be super tight to him and try to rotate from here, because then my hips won't have enough space to turn. And this is a hip throw. I'm kind of throwing him with my hips. So kind of pull this up, and then you want to bend your knees. This is important because with all the judo throws, it's kind of lifting him up. It's kind of like the concept of a piggyback ride. Having him on my back. So bend your knees lower than, so I could get low enough. My belt should be lower than his belt when I go in. And then I just kind of want to dump him through like this action right here. You want to grab the belt, kind of, and you know how in Osoto gari, I'm bringing him, the opponent wants to, the guy who's doing it wants to bring his balance this way, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of preventing that with my shoulder right here. So if he's going this way, I'm blocking that right here. And then this leg also goes right here. And that's how you resist. So one person is gonna stay on the back like this. This how we look at it. And then, yeah, remember the technique that we learned, this Osoto gari? This one, this guy's right here is putting resistance, so that I'm putting my full force, and I'm trying to make him fall, and this guy's trying to make him not fall. So it's kind of improves my strength, so Up, 괜찮아?
Was it that supposed to fall? He's really strong.
But usually it's not throwing. It's like here, and then you're trying to throw. It's like straight.
Okay.
Okay? And then come out. Do this like 10 times. Like pull all your strength.
Okay, so the person's not supposed to fall in the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to throw. He's trying to not get thrown.
Okay, okay.